Hello everybody, my name is Little Shrimp Zero here, and today I'll be showing you how to defeat Duke Fishron properly this time, because last time I wasn't really comfortable with the 1.3 update. Like, I just got the game by then, and I didn't know what the 1.3 update was. So that 1.3 update got me excited, and my friend gave me a bunch of things that was playing for a long time. And what he did is he just gave me all the hard mode stuff, and he gave me a link to an all items map. This is where I get the stuff to show you guys, except for my Let's Plays. So this is going to be how to defeat Duke Fishron melee style. You could also do ranged with like a Xenopopper too, but you could do ranged with a Xenopopper or the sniper rifle. Not the sniper rifle, the tactical shotgun. And you'll just need to change some accessories. So I'll leave some. I'll leave the list for the ranged, but I'm not gonna go over magic because I haven't been a fan of magic, like like out of start, like even just like the new 1.3 armors out of Stardust, Nebula, Vortex, and Solar. Nebula let me down the most defeating Duke Fishron. So I'm not going to go over magic, but what you'll need is either legendary or godly vampire knives, godly or legendary possessed hatchet, godly or legendary terrorblade, and you'll need at, um 3 to 5 iron skins, 3 to 5 regenerations, 3 to 5 thorns, 3 to 5 life force, 3 to 5 calming, and 3 to 5. I mean 5 to 30 of this. I hope there's not a goblin invasion now that I killed that. Okay, so these are the things you'll need for the range setup, but I'm going to do the melee setup. And what you'll need is titanium mask, with the titanium armor that you'll always have. Warding frozen wings. Now, these are one of the best wings you could get before you defeat Duke Fishron. I would defeat Duke Fishron before you do any events, um, and all those after you defeat the Golem and Plant Terra and like all that stuff. And just this is an easy tutorial. Um, I figured the accessories out on my own, but I used the armor that someone used, and actually I used my own weapons, and my own buffs. So you'll need the warding frozen wings, because they're one of the best wings before Duke Fishron. Um, some people do it with the spooky wings. I don't think you should do it with the spooky wings, because those are in-event wings, and you have to do an event to get those. So you could have warding frozen, everything warding. You could have a charm of myths, and that provides life regeneration and reduces the cooldown of healing potions. The warding star veil, as you just saw, when I get hurt, it shoots out stars. And the warrior emblem, increase it 15% increases melee damage. And then you'll need the warding lightning boots. Now, there's an exception. You could have either the frozen wings or the master ninja gear. I prefer the warning frozen wings because I never tested out the one with the master ninja gear, but it took me about only 5 minutes to defeat Duke Fishron. And well, that's a pinky, that's rare. So it took me like 5 minutes to defeat him, but then it took me a couple minutes to, I never tested out with the Master Ninja Gear, but I would, because Master Ninja Gear you could go like this, but I think the battle's gonna be the same length, like how long it is. I think it's going to be, I think it will be, Master Ninja gear, the same length and all that, but of the fight, I don't really test it out, but I would use the warding frozen wings. Now, you have to buff, but you have to buff once in a while because the thorns is only 2 minutes. So once this guy summons in, your main weapon's gonna be the legendary vampire knife. The godly vampire knives, and people like to do this with like 5 hearts left red. Don't be lazy. Fill them in with all gold. As I say, be a golden member. And no, that's not a Five Nights at Freddy's quote. So, the warding, the Master Ninja gear, I would be able to, I don't want to say dodge, but, sprint sideways, really fast. Like, tackle almost, like the solar armor. If you know anything about solar armor, it's basically like that, except you don't do damage, you just dodge it. And you need to get all those bubbles as much as you can, and try to stay as low as you can with these campfires and these hearts. But what I like to do is stop in midair and like stop, go the opposite way. But sometimes that doesn't work. So, and circle around him. That's actually a good tactic to try for yourself, because that is actually pretty good. And it doesn't really matter about your surroundings, if you have but buff, and you could use a healing potion if you want at any time you want. It's just when he gets into his second form, that's where I took it. I took the healing potion because second form obviously is harder than his first form. And yes, I will be doing an expert mode version of this battle, so you could actually know how to counter react his moves and react to his moves, and what weapons you'll need. You'll need a little better armor and a little better stuff. Instead of titanium, you'll need hollow armor, and you'll have the same accessories except because if yeah, you could have butterfly wings. I know you boys are like, oh my god, I don't want to wear butterfly wings. But guess what? They're actually pretty good. And so are fairy wings. They're just a step down. Those tornadoes, though, man, those are really hard to get past. Never, I made a small world so I could get to the ocean faster than I normally could. But never go in a small world to act if you're actually in a let's play or something and you're doing this boss battle, because um you what happens is you get cornered at the edge. Depending on how big your platform is, you get caught on the edge, and then he starts spawning in tornadoes that are blocking you, and he's just shooting at you and sprinting at you. And all you have to do is basically this. Try to circle around him. In his second form, I would say, in in his second form, I actually would basically just get away from the tornadoes at the same method, and just don't get hit with them, and take those bubbles out, because they take away the titanium dodge system. Yes, there is a titanium dodge system. So you could actually throw just throw knives at them. Simple as that. It's like in real life, if you encounter a giant shark fish, mutated fish. Yeah, don't just throw daggers at it, okay? If they're life-stealing daggers, you have an exception. But I don't think they're in real life, guys. So basically, if those vampire knives are failing and you really, really, really don't like that, like, really don't like using vampire knives, if you think they're like a cheating weapon, they're not a cheating weapon, but you could use the Godly Possessed Hatchet. Same length, except you won't steal health. And finally last, the Terrorblade, but that Terrorblade, man, it's just okay. That's fine. But he drops um some Razor Blade Typhoons. He could drop a Tsunami Bow. He could drop a Bubble Gun. He could drop Fishron Wings. Um, you could. This is also a good farming method too, and he drops the Tsunami as you saw there. But yeah, that's the Duke Fishron boss fight. So I will see you guys later in my next wait, what's it gonna be? Yeah, my fourth episode of Terraria Let's Play. So see you guys later. Peace out. Peace out.